Emerald Point was also the summer lodging site used by the Washoe Indian tribe. From this vantage point, I'd like to describe quick portions of the magnificent scenery that will soon surround us. The peaks of the Sierra, seen to ring the bay at 1,000 feet. Lake Tahoe is maintained at an average of approximately 6,220 feet, so we have a spectacular 3,000-foot granite backdrop to this alpine bay. As those peaks rise above us, so does the bottom of the lake rise beneath us. As we enter the bay, looking over the side, you'll notice a change in color of the water as we leave the indigo blue.
That's 1 fathom, 2 fathoms.
Depths and enter the light green waters of the bay's entrance. For a few moments, we will have only 4 or 5 feet of water over our keel. The bay and the valley ahead and above between the two peaks are classic examples of glacial movement, being distinctly U-shaped rather than the V-shaped valleys made by erosion. Glaciers came down through here, and that almost shiny appearance on the rock face was also caused by the ice. It's called glacial hollow. Looking over on the left, a ridge of land that starts at Eagle Point and rises to meet the mountains is known as a moraine. A glacial moraine is formed by debris, rock, mud, and boulders that the glacier picks up and drops to one side as it moves along. Just to the south of that ridge is Cascade Lake, a shaped star on the side of the mountain, a slide area brought about by both man and nature. In 1913, the first road to Emerald Bay was blasted out the side of that mountain. Some 13 years later, in 1926, a rock slide closed the road for a short time. But in 1955, on Christmas Eve, Mother Nature let go. For the instant, a tremendous 600-foot avalanche had obliterated the road. It took more than a year to blast out a new roadway, and to this day, local people still go one of Maggie's peaks, named after the daughter of the previous landowner here in Emerald Bay.
Coming up on Fanette Island in Emerald Bay, and then just on the shoreline you can make out the outcropping of Vikingsholm.
by boat from South Tahoe. It was hard work and long hours, but finally, in August of 1929, Vikingsholm was completed, and to this day is judged to be one of the finest examples of Scandinavian architecture in North America. On her Scandinavian trip, Mrs. Knight had also planned to purchase antique furniture for her castle. Her intent was to furnish the castle with original pieces, but the ones she most wanted were historical, and the various Scandinavian countries. The second floor is devoted mainly to guest bedrooms, except for the right front corner, the location of Mrs. Knight's bedroom. However, her favorite room was the screened-in room on the third floor above her bedroom, where she spent most evenings. The entranceway leads into the main living room. The right front corner of the main floor is the dining room. On the left front corner is a turret, or the South Tower, which is a library. On the floor of that library is a round, hand-woven cashmere rug, valued then at $30,000. Throughout the 1930s and 40s, several times each summer, Mrs. Knight would have a servant row her and her guests, then assist them up the path of stone stairs to the tea house, a 16-foot square stone structure with miniature fireplace, 4 windows, table and chairs. A light lunch and tea with high society chit-chat helped pass a summer afternoon. Interesting personality of Emerald Bay was a gentleman by the name of Captain Richard Carter. An eye on things, hired Captain Dick. Spending the year round in Emerald Bay, Captain Dick had to fight the elements more than once. To break the monotony of the long winters, several whiskeys he could put away. On the night of January 26, 1870, one very drunk Captain Dick Barter stumbled down the wharf and onto his boat for the long road back home. About halfway, a sudden squall capsized the boat. Heavenly Mountain right there. Caesars, the Horizon, Harris, and Harvey's.
It's a little dark in here with the,
to the right of
I
the
forget.
casino the Heavenly Valley ski area, with over 20,000 acres of federally leased land. It's the largest ski resort in the nation. If you look closely above the casinos, you'll see a rainbow pool. Here the trail takes you underground and alongside